Bible, open 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. Just open there. You're going to read that for me in a minute. Let's have a word of prayer. Then after that, the young person will read the Bible text for me. Shall we? Father in heaven, thank you so much once again this afternoon for the opportunity to gather once again together and talk among ourselves about how to move forward with our family as we try to bring these children up in this foreign land. We know there are many opportunities out there, but we are asking for direction. We are asking for wisdom so that we choose right, so that our children will excel and be able to develop to your glory. So this afternoon, come through and bless us according to your rich promises in Jesus' name. Amen. One young person who has opened the Bible text, please come. 2 Corinthians, who has opened it? Anyone? I can bring the microphone to you. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. Anyone who has opened? You've opened? Okay, good.
And it reads, and God is able to make all grace abound toward you.
God is what? Able. To do what?
To make grace abound towards you.
God is able. One thing I want you to take notice about is God is able to make all grace abound to you. You know, sometimes you see things as a mountain. As a young person, you think there is no hope. There is no way out. But I want to encourage you with this Bible text. That's why I want one young person to read. God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times. Can you imagine that? God said, in all things and at all times, God is able to do that. You may abound in every good work. I can put in there, in every study by His grace that you are pursuing. God is able to make it possible for you. So what is your challenge? Never give up. Remember the Bible text we have just read. God is able. And so all you need to do is to go to the Lord in what? In prayer. If you forget anything at all, remember this Bible says, Uncle said, God is able. So come what may, I'm going back to God. I am going back to the Lord, and I'm sure He's going to help me. So this afternoon, we are looking at planning your future. And I have divided this into three sessions. The first session is going to be for people, the young ones between, let's say those in year 8 up to year 10. Or can bring it to year 11, that is fine. But year 10 is the key point, where they're selecting their subjects to come to year 11 to sit for their GCSE. So we will look at that. Then we will also look at those in sixth form. And then we'll look at the adults as well. So everybody is going to have a share. All right? So please, thou shalt not sleep. I know you have eaten not long ago. So once you sit down, you begin to feel comfortable. If I see you sleeping, I'll ask you a question. So if you see me asking you a question, that is a clue that that person is sleeping. Okay. All right. Great. All right. Now, let's look at those in year 9 to 11. Those in year 9 to 11. So parents, you need to pay particular attention so that you'll be able to support your young ones in those ages. Or even the young adults, your sisters, your junior brothers and sisters will be coming to you asking questions. What should I do? You should be ready to support them. So by the end of this first session, presentation 1, you should be able to understand why subject choices matter. Why I can't just grab anything. Why the choices of or choosing subjects matter. And then learn how GS's choices affect your opportunities. I've seen a lot of students who sit in front of me during admission time, and they don't seem to have any power of what they have to do because of what the subjects they selected at GCSE. Discover different career pathways, very key. I want you to look at that. And then develop habits for academic success. So we will look at what should I do to be successful as well. We shall look at all that as well. Okay. All right, great. So let's start then. Why your choices matter? Now, your GCSE, all right, subjects can influence your sixth form options. I've seen people who sit in front of lecturers for admission or teachers of admission, and they have no clue. I've seen parents who are just about to cry. You know, one parent was in front of me last academic year, and he said, "Sam, I want my child to do medicine. But I look at the results, it's not medicine results." And this dad is ready to do anything for his son to do sciences in A level in order to get opportunity to do medicine at uni. But if you look at the results, he cannot do A level sciences because the requirements are low. That told me I have saved 40,000 pounds already for this boy. I've saved 40,000 pounds already for this boy, for his career. But yet, the results was a challenging one. So, your choices and what you get can have influence on your sixth form options. College courses, apprenticeships, university opportunities, and future careers. Now remember that your GCSEs do not decide your entire future, but they open or close doors. Your GCSE may not have the totality of what you should be as a person, but remember, they can open doors or they can close certain doors, which may be challenging because of the options that you had. So we are talking about year 11, 9 to 11 people first. Choosing GCSE subjects wisely. What do I do? Yes, your interest is the first thing I mentioned over there. Your strengths. But don't forget that your future career ideas must be the center of everything you are doing. Yes, you have interest, I agree. Your strengths, I've agreed. But where do I want to take that? Would that take me to where I want to go? That is key. Then advice from teachers and parents. Teachers do well on that, but most parents care not. I can tell you that, in fact, most parents do not know what actually the subjects their children are choosing, even up to year 11. If you ask a parent, do you know what the subjects your child was doing? No clue. No clue at all. All they know is that my son or my daughter goes to school, he or she comes home, that's it. What subjects is this child doing? Where are those subjects taking your child? You know that there are, back in Ghana, we called some Saito, isn't it? What is Saito in Ghana? What do you mean by Saito in Ghana? Public school. That the schools we think is for, isn't it? You know there are Saito in UK? You know there are Saito in UK? If you are not aware, I'm telling you the gospel truth. There are Saito in UK. Now, I was reading one report. I wish I could have. If you like, I will send the report to you. There are schools and subjects your children are doing them. The government himself knows that that subject and school are taking your children nowhere. Yeah? Taking them nowhere. If you like go to those schools our children attend, ask if there's any minister whose son is there. They pay thousands of pounds to take their children to private schools. Westminster, ask them if you do a survey, ask them where their children attend school. They don't come to our school. That's why they are always experimenting with our schools. This education minister comes, he or she tries this one. Another person comes, he tries that. Even this guy who just came is going to try something. Have you heard about him? Technical. Now that's where he's on to go. Next 2 years, every child will have.
That's why they are always experimenting with our schools. This education minister comes, he or she tries this one. Another person comes to try that. Even this guy who just came is going to try something. Have you heard about him? Technical. Now that's where he's on to go. Next 2 years, every child. That's why they are always experimenting with our schools. This education minister comes, he or she tries this one. Another person comes to try that. Even this guy who just came is going to try something. Have you heard about him? Technical.
Child teacher.
That's where he's on to go.
Yes,
next 2 years,
every
child.
Yes, thank you very much. Any other mommy or daddy here who spoke to your child teacher one-on-one? It's important to do it. The call for parents evening, you don't go. What if your parents go? Parents evening is a time to know how your child is doing. So the children go to school, they quarantine them. Your child will be there from morning until evening, then they give their books to them, go back home. And you think your child has just come back home. But he was in isolation. And the rest of the children were learning. And he was just giving something to do because he was causing trouble in the class. And you didn't go there, so you didn't know what your child is going through. And they come home, they don't tell you because you came home at 8 p.m. You are tired. You just eaten your food. You just sat in front of your food. You finished eating. You are already tired. But see, what comes out when you want to do water? You are already asleep. Because even if you don't know how to read, call somebody. There's always an uncle. There's always an auntie somewhere who can help, isn't it? Call an uncle, call an auntie, call a friend, call a church member. If you cannot go and ask questions as parents, let somebody go and ask questions. If you don't ask a question, the teacher will think you don't care about your child. And they will write anything. Yeah, they will write. A friend of mine just told me, oh, Kwaku, my man will try my sin power. I'm saying, I was a mass bear no way. We wish answer. Was a mass the end of one way. Also, oh, but they be a reporter. Fine. I'm saying, mass bear no way. Uncle for me here a foundation. Now I say we're trading now. Because the foundation here, you found go baby out. Then I open our banner or board in any foundation in co. And if you don't know exactly what your child is studying, you think he's getting 100%, 80%, so that is enough. The teacher likes it that way because they want the child just to go through and they complete their books that everybody has passed. But what was the pass? What pass did your child had? What is the actual pass? It's just a normal pass. Okay, let's go. And they will just give your child something. So, your strength is important, but basically, your career ideas. When the students come first year in A-level, the first question is, where are you going from here? And I can bet you 80% don't know why they are in A-level. 80%. They don't know why they are there. And they don't know where they are going with that. And one question I always ask them to wake them up is, let's assume you go into the train station and you put your money on the counter that I want to buy a ticket. What is the first question they will ask you? Where are you going? As soon as I ask them that question, they begin to wake up. Sam, that is intelligent question. So that's the question you must ask yourself before applying to A-level. Why am I here? And why am I applying to be in A-level? If you don't have an answer to that, forget it. Go home, stay. Because other than that, you just go through the numbers. You finish, you get something, you go home, that's it. Why am I here? And where am I going? You put your ticket, your money there, you want to buy a ticket. Parents, do you know where your child is going after the A-level or after college? Where are they going? Do you talk about that at home? Do you call somebody in? You know, the government has accepted that they don't have enough funds. I did a research, and one of the findings that came up was that most schools, especially the Saito schools, now as I said, you don't know there are Saito schools here. Most of the schools in UK, especially the Saito schools, career and advice counseling is not there. They don't have. So it has always been my point. As soon as the students come first year, I will always ask questions. Why are you here? Tell me. And I will vigorously engage them for them to tell, because I don't know. I said, one sorrowful statement a boy made was that when I got my GCSE results, they were good. And I thought I can do science. That's it. That's why he applied to do science in A-level. I got my GCSE results. I thought it was good. And I said I can do science. And I applied. That's it. That's all. That's the main reason why he applied to do science in A-level. Why is your child applying? So career and advice is very, very, very important. Avoid choosing subjects because your friends are taking them. My friends are taking this, let me also take it. They seem easy. Yes, that's why I want someone else chooses for me. Yeah, because if you don't go there to help your child, the teachers will choose for them. Especially the schools with new A levels. Yeah, there are some secondary schools I've got sixth form recently. And they will choose anything for your child. And they will always convince them, we know you better, so stay here, we can take care of you. They will convince them to stay, and they give them something to do. And they will finish, and that something will take them nowhere. So beloved, the little ones, from year 9 all the way to year 11, start sitting down with mommy and daddy. At least choose 3 career pathways. By the time you are in year 11, you can narrow it down to 2. And by the time you are in A-level, you have 1, you are confident that you can do this one. Yeah? By, as a year 9 to 10, you have to get at least 2. Yeah? That you can play with it. I can do this or I can do that one. Then, by the time you are in year 11, you are confident of 2 of them. 6th form, you are now going for 1. Because that is the subjects you are choosing now. You are now in the queue. Yes, because from there either you are going to employment or go to uni or whatever. So you must be confident that this is what I want to do. Else you waste your 2 years in college or 6th form. All right? Okay. So don't avoid choosing subjects because your friends are taking them or they seem easy for you. Now let's pick these few ones here. I just pick careers with main subject that needs to be there. Take, for example, somebody who wants to do engineering. All right? You need triple science. You need triple science at all costs. You need triple science. Because you need physics in A-level to be any good engineering career pathway. So, triple science, not combined science. They will convince you combined science is okay. You will struggle when you come to A-level. Because the combined science, yes, it's okay for other subject areas. But if you really, really want to do something like engineering or medicine or pharmacy or whatever, some of these sciences, big sciences, you need to do the triple science. But unfortunately, some of the secondary schools don't do triple science because they haven't got staff to do that. And so they will be convincing your children to do the combined science. Because that's all they have. If they don't have it, ask them you want a transfer. Yeah, you want a transfer, you can go through the council, convince them, this is what we have agreed is the career pathway for my child. This school doesn't do triple science. I can't let my child to be there. I want a transfer to this school. That means you have done your research, isn't it? And you are convinced of where your child is going. And if you don't know, how can you go and challenge? Because you don't know what is happening. So you need to be convinced what your child wants to do. And gradually, you, together as a family, you are making progress with that. So, triple science, if anybody wants to do any of the main sciences, triple science is important. Computer science, any somebody want to do computer programming, that means you need to do computer science alongside with that. Next, yes, you can. Next, you can do combined science or triple science. It doesn't matter. Electrician, science will be okay. Food shelf, yes, you can do any work subject on food preparation. I'm talking about some main subjects. I'm not saying all your subjects. So, apart from your English, maths, and languages, which most schools will ask you to do, then you choose other subjects. But this triple science, if you want to do law, history is important to build your confidence. Yes, it's good to do that as well. So look at what you want to do. It's important. Triple science is now a challenge. Now they will force your child. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If you don't know, they always want to give our children the combined science. That's always what they want to give to them. So force them. If they don't have it, ask for transfer to another school. It's your right. It's your right. And it's the right of your child to be in the school where that subject is being taught. And I was having a chat. You know, beloved, let me be honest with you. All the money we are looking for, it should support this our children. Do you know that? You have to. We have to at all costs to support these guys. Now, if you don't believe me, wake up around between 6:30 all the way to 8:30. Go to Asda. You know the Asda shop over here, the big Asda. What is the name? Orbiter. Just go there one morning, yeah? Just go and stand there between 6:30 to 8:30. Just spend 2 hours. If anybody asks you, say, Eld Sam says I should just come and observe. You see how many coaches are leaving Swindon. You see how many coaches are leaving Swindon. With children to go to grammar schools. With children going to the high applied schools. We have to do that. We have to do. The money we are saving, these children will not go and live in the houses we are building in Ghana. They won't live in them. They will go and look at this village house. I can't stay here. They will leave. They can't stay in Ghana where the light off comes in, blame. They will run away, leave that house there. They will sell the house and come back to UK. They're not going to live there. And so why don't you start spending on them over here? Beloved, try. I know it's expensive because you need to pay for the coach for them to be there. You need to wake them up early for them to catch the coach. I understand. But it's your sacrifice you are making. As a parent, do what you can. You know, the young ones who are yet to give birth, start thinking about that. Yeah? You know, you have the young ones like the church clerk, yes. Yeah, you have to start thinking about it. Because Swindon is now moving from a manufacturing town to a middle class town. Yeah. Swindon is no longer a manufacturing town. It's now a middle class town where people who are well educated are coming to live. And so that competition is coming into Swindon now. Now, statistics shows that most of the people who work in Swindon were never born in Swindon. They come from outside to come and work here. Because most of the children born in Swindon always want the shop job. They want this labourer job. Swindon was not known for education. It's just hands-on job. If you like, go to any company and ask most of the workers there, where do you come from? Where did you get a job? Most of them would say, I applied from London, I applied from Reading. I applied when I was in London and came to Swindon. I never knew Swindon. I saw the job, applied, and moved from London to Swindon. If you ask my colleagues at my staff room, about 90%, none of them live in Swindon. They drive to Swindon, come and lecture, off they go. And so we had a meeting and we said, there's a need for Swindonians to take up the position in Swindon. Because only people from outside are always taking the position in Swindon. We need to start waking up. And it starts from me and you, how we prepare our children to take up positions in Swindon. Hey, Is it my fault or yours? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Are you able to go to the next one for me from your side? Okay. Right. So let's look at some pathways. We are still in the year 9 to year 11. The first pathway I want to look at is academic route. There's academic route, vocational route, and technical route. So let's start from the academic route. When I say academic route, I mean those from GCSE, A-level, university. That is the academic route pathway. GCSE, A-level, university. Example of subjects you can that goes with that: medicine, law, science, teaching, pharmacy, engineering, those kind of business studies. They move that way. That is academic route. Right. Now let's look at the vocational route. If you go to the next one, let me see it to work here. Yeah. So the vocational route focuses on practical learning. So you're looking at BTech, you're looking at NVQ, T-levels, college diplomas, leading to employment, higher education, and apprenticeship. So if you want to look at that route as well. So you as a parent, you need to know which pathway your child would like to take, so that you start the discussion to know which one their strengths and their careers can take them through. Let's look at the technical route. The technical pathway also have plumbing, for example, electrical installation, motor vehicle, construction, engineering. Often it includes work placements as well. So if you see your child is somebody who is hands-on, that is something you have to start discussing with. Yeah, the technical route pathway. In all these three pathways, the child can develop very well if you support that child. But you need to know which route or which pathway your child is capable of. I always struggle with people who have come through the academic route, and I see that they can't achieve. And I advise them, do you want to revert to maybe the vocational one or the technical one? I said, no, Sam, I just want to go through. And I know at the end of the 2 years, they are not going to achieve anything. But the challenge is that the government sponsors you for 2 years. Now, at the end of year 1, if you don't succeed and you want to come to year 1 again, all right, it has to come through some special circumstances for the government to sponsor again for you to repeat. Do you get the point I'm making? Yeah. So the government has put money aside to sponsor your child for 2 years in A-level or college or whatever. It's 2 years. So if you have not selected very well, the key point is that because the school has admitted your child for the 2 years, they will force the child to go through the 2 years. Whether they achieve well or not, they've got their money. They got their money. So your child will go through the 3 years. They get the money from the government. That's it. They finish with your child. The child has to go through. And me as a parent, it always pains me looking at a student knowing that at the end of these 2 years, this guy is not going to get anything out of this. That's my pain. Because I'm there to serve, not just to be paid. And it pains me when I see students like that. I will do anything to let them know, man, this is not going to help you. And I don't know who has sort of, something has gone to their head. Some of them, they will never listen. Why? Because their friends are going. They want to go with their friends. They will finish with nothing in hand. Then they come and join the queue. They come and join the queue. So please make sure you know which route your child will want to take. Have a discussion. Seek advice. I mean, it's not your professional area. Ask people. Go to the school with them. There is career and advice side of it. Ask them. This is the report of my child. He has been here 2-3 years ago. From year 9, 10, he's in year 11 now. Why? What can we do? Ask questions, especially in year 9 and 10. If you wait to year 11, it's too late because they've chosen the subjects. They are just doing revision for their final exam. So year 9, year 10 is the key 2 classes you got to be particular about your child. Knowing what they are doing, their report, ask questions. Go to the school. Now, if, you know what, one of my sons, he was going to do French. Then the teacher said, okay, you're going to do foundation in French. Then he came, Daddy, he said that I would do foundation. I said, man, you are not going to do foundation. Tell the teacher, you are not going to do foundation. You're going to do higher. Whether he likes or not, you're going to do higher. He went back to tell the teacher, my dad said we're going to do higher. The teacher has nothing to offer. You have to, you go to, he did the higher. And he got 8. You have to support the child to be convinced. Because the teacher thinks, looking at this, I don't want this child to spoil my record. Yeah? Because everybody has a record they want to maintain. So they want to make sure that that child will pass to the level they think. And they will give your child something just to pass. Make sure you go there, you know what is right for your child. Discuss. Okay, you said the child is going to do foundation. Can we try my child for the next 3 weeks? Give him questions. I'm going to support you to finish the questions and let's test him. Yeah? Challenge the teacher. Give my child questions to bring home. I'm going to supervise. He's going to bring the questions for you to mark. The next 3 weeks, test him or her and let's see. For higher paper. It's your right. Ask that questions. The teacher can do nothing. Ask, is there any support session? Yes, there is a support session. But if you don't ask, they don't care. Some of them. They don't care. Some of them will tell you, yeah, there's a support session, especially with the black children. Say they won't go. Don't leave them, they won't go. If that, especially if the child doesn't go for the first time, that's it. Have we said it? They won't go. Football, yay, give them the football. The blacks will go and play. But yes, good football is good. But we need to compete in all levels. Let us monitor our children. So one of these routes, please help the child to know which route he wants to go. How then do we excel academically as a child? We're talking about year 9 to 11. Make sure you attend every lesson as a child. Yes, 9 to 11. Make sure you attend every lesson. Complete your homework. These days, if you like, ask the school, they have test messages. If your child doesn't bring the homework, they will test you. If you are not aware, every school, almost all the schools have it now. If they don't submit their homework, they will send you a text message to tell you that this homework was not submitted. So you need to talk to your child. Yeah? So if you have not been receiving them, or if you have not been subscribed to it, ask them, do you have messages, instant messages, if they doesn't submit the work? Yes, they will send you a message. Then as soon as they come, will say, hey, why didn't you submit the homework? He will be shocked to hear that you know it before he came home. Because there's a communication between you and the teacher. So it's teacher, child, and then you as a parent. That triangle should be happening. Other than that, your child, the teacher, you are cut off. You don't know what is happening there. So ask for those testimonies. Continue. Ask questions. You as a child and you as a parent. Questions. Ask questions. I always tell my students, I'm paid for talking. If you don't ask a question, I will still get my money. Yeah, that's the gospel truth. Because I will prepare, come and teach. If you don't ask a question, what can I do? I can ask my own question and answer them and go. But you have to ask me questions. Ask more questions. Because I'm paid for talking. Continuous revision. That's where the problem is. Our children in GCSE will wait till the last minute. And we parents, we are aware. They were watching the TV. They were not revising. And 1 week to the exam, they want to revise everything and go and get a 9. Huh? The best schools are looking for the best grades. We need to start early. Let's help them to revise. Practice past questions. And use marking scheme. Who is a year 10 here? Any year 10 student, guy here? Year 10? Any year 10? Year 10? You're going to 11. You're 10 to 11 now. Have you used a past question before marking scheme? Excellent, man. Good, man. Yes. Anybody else? Year 10? Yeah, year 9 may be too small. Because They're going to year 10. Okay, anybody who is year 9 to 10 now? Abby? Okay, you're going to year 10, yeah? Okay. Have you used past question and marking scheme before? Not there yet, isn't it? Yeah, because year 9, they are too young. But make sure you use past questions and marking scheme. Marking scheme is the scheme that the examiners use to mark your paper. All right? When you use that, it helps you to know how to respond to the questions. So when you work one question, then you click the mark. I'll give you a website called Revisedly. Revisedly. Parents, you can write it down. Revisedly. It's free of charge. It has all the topics from GCS to A level. Every subject and the topics your children are learning. They have put the questions of past papers and their marking scheme side by side. So if he's doing, let's say, business studies, GCS, A level, or whatever, they put all the questions under topics. So the child doesn't need to worry. The topic that they are dealing with, he clicks on it, he looks at the questions on that topic, and the marking scheme is there straight away. It makes life easy. All right? They have also got notes. They've got PowerPoints. So if your notes are not up to date, they've got PowerPoint there. They've got notes there as well that you can use free of charge. You don't pay anything. All right? Revisedly. Revisedly.com. You see the various subjects over there. So please, now, okay, I don't need to say it, but we are family, so let me tell you. I'm an examiner for 2 exam boards. And then when you are marking, I've just finished 3 marking sets on a row over this summer. I just finished 3 of them. Now, when you are marking exam, you can see students who are using marking scheme from those who are just learning anything. You will see, when you sit behind the computer and you are ticking and crossing, you can see this child has been practicing past questions. Because the answers they are producing, you can see that they have been practicing and looking at the scheme and how to respond. And then you can see somebody who has written a whole page. There's no point in it. Because it's off. A lot of one page. About half a page, he says off. He's trying to describe. So, please do as much as you can, my little ones. Make sure you have access to past papers and the marking scheme. Yeah, those in A level, I will come there, but A level, you have to also start reading examiner's report. Yeah, examiner's report, chief examiner's report. When we have finished all the marking, as an examiner, every one of us is supposed to give a report. Then the chief examiner will put them all together about how the exam was. So reading the examiner's report, it helps you to know how the whole exam was. What went well, what didn't go well. Sometimes you can look at the examiner's report and even predict questions that will come the next exam. UK is easy to predict exam. It's very, very easy to predict. All right, so please practice past questions and use marking scheme. You know, parents, I want you to buy printers. Every home there must be a printer. Every home. That's if the children say we are practicing online, yeah, it's okay, I'll buy a printer. Let them print the questions and work on it. Because they will say sometimes, they'll say, I'm doing it online, he's watching something different. Yeah? Buy the printer, buy the A4 sheets. Ask them, when the printer is, the ink or the toner is finished, just tell me. Yeah, I'll just buy. Save money, buy the toners, buy the A4 sheets, let them print the hard copy and write on it. Yeah, and write on it. Because the brain will be working better when they are writing and taking and checking and writing after marking. Then they will write their corrections using the examiner's, the marking scheme, do their corrections. It really, really helps. You see active work going on. So buy a printer. Revision tips. You need a flashcard. Now, as parents, there are flashcards you can buy for them. Especially those who are going to do GCS. Some of them can make notes for themselves. Or flashcards for themselves. Some students are very good. They are able to make their own flashcards. Excellent. But most students are not able to make good flashcards. Flashcards are small cards where they write most important points on them and use them for quick revision. If they can't do that, we sell some of them online. Yeah, you go online and look at the flashcards for your children's subjects that they are doing, and buy and give it to them, and then let them use it. When they are going to school, they are on the bus, instead of being on the phone, they have their flashcards. You read a question, you check the answer, read a question, check the answer. That is better off than being on the phone and being on TikTok or whatever. They're using their flashcards. Very good. So please buy them flashcards. I've touched on question, teaching others or mentoring. Now, one effective way of learning as children is teaching others. It helps you to learn better. Because what you teach others, you remember it better. Yeah, so get some of your friends, meet 2 or 3 of you, always try to be the leader of the group so that you will talk more. You have the opportunity to talk more. Teach them, practice, tell them, ask questions, then you discuss things among yourself. Teaching others is very, very good. Revision time. This is a technique which has been proposed. 25 minutes study, 5 minutes break. So don't try to study about 2 hours continuous. All right? For me, what I always tell my students is that the little that you can do, make sure you have work question on it. Don't close the nose without working a question. Even if you have managed to read just 1 page, that page, whatever you have studied over there, practice a question on it. I don't know, you are just reading newspaper. It's not going there. Challenge yourself by reading a question on what you have just read to see if you can answer that. That means you are applying what you have just learned. So make sure you do that. Revision guides. When normally do we buy a revision guide for our children? Let's be honest. When do we buy a revision guide? Get into the exam, isn't it? That's what we normally do. We will wait to get into the exam, then we attend meeting with the school, then they will tell us to go and buy a revision guide. Why don't we buy it now? Yeah? Year 10. Buy them the revision guide from year 10. And they can start using them. The topic that you have completed, let them use them. Start the revision as early as possible. As early as possible. Setting goals. Smart targets. Smart targets. I've just put a target here. I will improve my maths grade from 5 to 7 by completing 3 practice papers every month till exam, for example. So your target must be smart. It should be able to tell you when, how. You don't just say, oh, I want to improve my maths grade. There's no target there. From where to where? From 5 to 7? Yes. How are you going to achieve that? I'm going to practice past papers. Until when? Maybe until exam. There must be a review on the way. But parents can support over here. But if you don't know what your child is doing, how do you support? How do you know how to improve the grade? You need to discuss that of your child. Okay, so review is required. Parent support is also required. Target setting. The message here I want to put across is that work hard today so that tomorrow you have what? Choices. Because if the result is not good, you don't have a choice. The school will choose something for you. That's what happens. But if you work hard, you will be choosing what you want to do. Because you have the command. Is that making sense, your young ones? Year 9 to 11. Work hard now so that you have the command to choose what you want tomorrow. Okay, right. So parents, this is what I want you to do. Parent and guidance, encourage regular attendance. Don't take them on holidays. You should help them to go to school daily. 2, show interest in school work. The homework they brought home. Do you know how many homeworks they have this weekend? Do you know? Have you checked they've done them? When is the next one due? Is it due on Monday or Tuesday? Sometimes they don't want to go to school because they have not done the homework. That's why they are pretending to be ill. They haven't done the homework. And you say anything, say, Mom, I'm not well, boy. Boy, you're on your homework, on here. I don't know about school. Aha. You will take any little chance not to go. Promoting reading at home, helping with routines, celebrating effort as well as what? Achievement. Any little achievement, celebrate with your child. Tell them you've done well. We can do better. I remember one of my uncles, when I went to secondary school, and my first results, I brought it home, I was third. He said, Uncle, I was third in secondary school. I said, man, when you were in elementary school, you were the first boy there. Why are you happy about third position? I thought Uncle was going to celebrate with me. Our uncle was not happy with that. And so I started thinking otherwise. Okay, to make my uncle happy, I need to work harder than the third position that I thought that those days it was okay. So let's celebrate with them. Okay, I'll pause here for year 9 to 11. Any question? Year 9 to 11. Year 9 to 11. Parents, children, year 9 to 11. Any questions so far? Before we go to the sixth form, Mama. Hey, women, maybe not a microphone, Mommy. Hello, testing mic 1, 2.
Dad, I would like you to expand on the triple science.
Okay. Triple science, what happens is that in that we have physics, chemistry, biology. And they are more in-depth. And they support very well the sciences that children do in A level. If you do combined science, what happens is that most of the sciences you learned were very shallow. And so when you come to A level, when the teacher starts teaching, you notice that some of the things he or she will say you don't know. But the others who did triple science are already aware. And so he or she will be moving through that. Unless you get a very good teacher who say, okay, I'll try and then pick you from there. Or they will send you to support session for you to catch up with the rest of the class. So triple science are separate sciences for physics, chemistry, biology, which are in more detail than the combined. Combined science also deals with all the three sciences, but just that it's physics, chemistry, biology, but just that it's very shallow as compared to the triple sciences. And the triple science do more practicals as compared to the combined science as well. Ghana ni for general science. I'm from combined science.
Is there a chance to write again?
There's a chance, but you need to go to a college because the school will not take them again. Because here we go to school by age. And so once you do your GCSE, the school will not take you in again because your age, you pass that age. So you have to go to college. And then college have what they call fast track, 1 year. So some colleges will register you to do it fast track, 1 year. Question? Okay, there's a young person here with a question. Yes, young man.
So does the target grade changes every year?
If you do what?
Like from year 7 to year 11 going?
I can't get my...
Does the target grade changes every year?
Your target at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you improve, they will increase it for you. He was asking, can your target grade increase? And I said, yes. If you, for example, even in school, they have different sets, bottom set, middle set, higher set, yeah? If you improve, they can change you from bottom set to middle set. If you do well, they can change you from middle set to top set as well. Always challenge yourself. Yeah? When you are in school, they put you in a bottom set. That is the worst set. Because most of the children there, they don't want to learn. Middle set is okay, but don't be satisfied with it. Work hard. Ask the teachers for questions. Practice more. Tell them you want to be in the top set. Your child is in the, oh, that is good. So when you go to parents' evening, that's the first question you ask. What set is my child? Is it top set, bottom set, or middle set? Make sure you ask that question. If he's in a middle set, ask him, what shall we do to get to the top set? They will tell you. If you want to go to the top set, okay, we have some questions you have to go and practice and we'll test you. Yes? And they will say, okay, we are ready for the challenge. You know, my son, Junior, when he came here, his first school was LPA, yeah, Lydia Park. They put him in a middle set. Then he came to home, he was nearly crying. So that they put me in a middle set. I said, okay, ask them to give you questions. You bring the questions, so we're going to practice together. And then ask the teacher when he wants to test you. So he went to school, he told the teacher about it. The teacher gave him the questions, lo and behold. He brought it home. I helped him. He was practicing. He went for the test. They changed you to top set. If you don't know, you don't know. But ask questions. Which set is my child in? If he's in the bottom set, start crying. Because they do nothing. I'm being honest with you. Bottom set, the teacher is managing just the class. Because half of the class don't know why they are there. Half of the class don't know why they are there. The parents just send them there so that they will leave home, so that they will be happy at home. Most of the bottom set, children don't know why they are there. And they are the ones causing all the troubles. And so the teacher, the school has separated them so that those who want to learn will get chance to learn. That's why they do the top, middle, and then the bottom set. So the bottom set is they just come in and go. They know they will fail. They know most of them will fail anyway. So they'll try to get them 1 or 2 or 3. That's it. I'm being honest with you. I'm in the education sector. I'm being honest with you. They know they will fail. And they have no clue because the children don't give them the opportunity. Some of them are troublesome. Some of the children are troublesome. There was this guy who was in fast track GCSE. The guy doesn't know why he's in the school. He has these earrings. He just comes to the school like that and then come and sit down there. One time I asked him, so why are you here? He said, I didn't want to do chemistry, but they said I should come and do it. All right. Teacher didn't try this year. Now, or 2 ideas. No, they are coming across. No, 2 ideas. One more share. Honestly, one more business share. Because now, what did I say? Yeah, Mister Me, person me chemistry, yes, me bra. Yeah, baby, I'm an aye. I don't know so better now. And he's just causing trouble. Just causing trouble. So that they will just send him home. That's what he's looking for. But they want you there because they also get the money. Because the college is a business now. The school, they need the money. So they will find any possible means to keep you, to get the subvention. The money should come in. So please, yes, ask, which set is my child in? Ask those questions. And then how to move on to the top set. The top set is always your goal. Because that is where the learning environment is. Every child in the top set knows they're going to get minimum of 7. That is that set, minimum of 7. They all know I'm going to get a minimum of 7. And that is where your child should be. To be able to rub shoulders with those guys and then move and get better results. Yes. Yeah.
Explanation that you are giving. The bottom set, the middle set, and so on and so forth. Is it that you always have to request, apply, before you are moved from one set to another?
Naturally. No, naturally. But naturally, when we see that the child is doing well, he's supposed to be moved from middle set to, let's say, top set. But sometimes the top set is full. Okay? So they will say, oh, there's no space now in the top set. So we will try to give you some questions when you finish yours. Because maybe your child has improved. So when they give the questions in the middle set, he's able to manage and finish. Maybe you are even hiring a private tuition for him or her. So he's doing very well. He finishes the question early. So there's no space in the top set. And so you manage it here, but his ability is now above that class. So he finishes the work, and they will try to manage to give that child extra. But force them. Yeah? Ask them, I want my child. He's now, if you have tested him, he has been able to do well and want to be in the top set. Please find a space. Top set. Keep worrying them. So they will do it one day for you.
In this case, a parent who is at home,
yeah.
When would a parent know that the child has gotten to a point where he's supposed to be moved?
The results will tell you. Your child results, you should see improvement. When you see that improvement coming, and you are frequently going to the parents' evening, you know your child has improved. And then start asking those questions. My child is in middle set. I want him, what it takes to be in the top set. Ask that question. What does it take to be in the top set? Because my child is improving. Is my child not in the top set? They say, we don't have space. They say, when are you going to have space? No, they like demanding, and then asking questions. Once you start doing that, they begin to be afraid of you because they know you know you're right. Yeah? But if we, the blacks, we go and say, hey, your child is doing well. Say, thank you, sir. We just return home. Yeah, it's not going to make us run. Hey, your child, he's done this, he's done that. Thank you. No, my bag is now coffee. Oh, boy. Challenge them. Teacher, I've heard all you said. How do we move from here to there? I want my child to be here. How do we go there? What can the school do? What is my responsibility? Ask questions. Then you begin to realize that this parent is not somebody you can just overlook. They know they are right, and I'm prepared to work along. And every teacher loves such a parent who asks questions and ready to support the child to move forward. Teacher, and to ask questions. Send an email to your teacher. Go and just visit. Yeah, man, my parents even cry. You can pop in and say, "Oh, break time. I wanted to speak to my son's child. 1 minute, 2 minutes," or send them email and find out how is he doing now. Is he okay in class? Yes, they want to communicate with you. Then they see that parent is serious. You care about your child. Okay. Any other question before I move to
I missed something about career choosing because now.
Okay.
You mentioned.
This is for year 9 to 11.
Artificial intelligence is about to take all the jobs.
Oh yes.
I think you mentioned something like
in
that.
The morning.
So. It's possible we know which subject, which career that they can choose so that they are not going to be burdened when they finish. Maybe
okay.
Sixth form university.
Now, Brian, every career pathway now has what we call AI tools. Every career pathway has AI tools. And so whatever job you are doing, make sure you start learning the AI tools in your area. So we'll try there. Say, maybe I this refer with teachermatics. May try there. May the shame say, I want questions, maybe questions 1 to 5, medium type questions. Within the twinkle of an eye, it will give me just questions. And I'll just give it to the students. If say we are working, we inspect our bar. I just go to teachermatics and tell, okay, I want to teach this lesson. Give me the teaching profile, teaching outline, questions, blah, blah, blah. Within 2 minutes, AI will be the awesome for the lesson in an hour. I'm a match ready and I'll point coffee. So the I'm prepared by. So the AI is doing magic. It's a fact. It's doing magic. It's doing magic. Papa. It's doing magic. Papa. Field to be our look at the AI tools in that field and then start. Sometimes your company is not ready to pay for them. But if you have the means, pay for them. Some of them are free. Some of them they charge. But learn them. Learn them because that is how the world is going now. And you need to know the AI tools in your work area and start learning bit by bit so that you put yourself in that position as well to be competitive. Okay, right. Madam for presentation 2.
I want to find out is the same syllabus that they teach at the different set of the level, which is the bottom level, middle, and
okay. Yes. The question is, do bottom set, middle set, and top set children learn the same syllabus? They learn the same syllabus but different exam. Some do foundation, some do higher. So if you are in a bottom set, it's foundation you are going to do. And the foundation, they know, the point is if you get 1 or 2, they are happy. Because they just want a number for you. And 1 to say 4, where are you taking it to? No A level will take 1 to 4. But the government 4 is a pass. But if you look at requirement to any A level, they will tell you a minimum of what? 5. You have got 4, government say you have passed, but nobody is ready to take you. And even that 5, people have come with 7, 8, and 9. And if you have the 5, it's a pass. But where are you taking that to? You have to queue in for another school who will take the 5. But if you are looking for the competitive one, you need to push yourself. So the same exam, if you are doing foundation, the highest you can get is a 5. Some students don't know. Yeah, because the highest you can get is a 5 if you are doing a foundation paper. That's the highest you can get. Okay, right, okay.
What I've noticed is that after the exams, the scripts are not given to the child, to the parents. Do you have to request, or how is it done?
Okay, some schools keep them because of monitoring. Sometimes the inspectors come, they want to see some of the students' work. So they keep them. But you can request for your child, they can make copies for you so that you see how they are doing. It's your right. They can make copies for you. But sometimes, most of the schools, they will want to keep some of the students' work just in case inspection comes on there, they can show some of the students' work to the inspectors. That's why most schools keep them. Okay. Now let's go to year 12 to 13. I'll use some 15 minutes for that because I want the parents also one. The parents one as well. Okay, so year 12 to 13, 2 years, sixth form or college, preparing for university apprenticeships and employment. My objective here is for students to understand post-18 pathways, learn how to become competitive applicants, develop study skills, and plan careers effectively. Plan careers. So some of the careers, we have mentioned them. So if you are going for sixth form, what it means that you can choose a university, a degree apprenticeship, higher apprenticeship, employment, further college study, or a gap year. Each route can lead to a successful career. So let's suppose you say that I want to go to sixth form. All right? So from sixth form, you can go to uni or do degree apprenticeship or higher apprenticeship or further employment. Other than that, you can also look at, I'm putting them into typical pathway. So academic route, like the GCSE one. So by now, because you are in A-level, you are no longer in GCSE. So A-level to uni to graduate employment. That's where you are because you are now in A-level. So suitable subject careers pathway like the GCSE one, you are moved through the academic route. So we have examples of careers like that, which go through the academic route. Now the vocational route at A-level, B.Tech is popular, and I'll talk about that. Because if you can't do the sciences, physics, chemistry, biology separately, you can do B.Tech. They do all the 3 sciences there. And it's less exam as compared to the normal A-levels. However, if you get distinction, it's equivalent to 1 A-level. Even some subjects is equivalent to 2 A-levels. And some of the universities allow you to do them. So if you are struggling for the traditional physics, chemistry, biology, or any of the A-level subjects which are standalone and you are struggling, go for B.Tech. Ask them, do you have B.Tech National or Applied Science in B.Tech? Ask them. If they have it, go for it because it's just about coursework. There is a little exam at the very end of the 2 years, but more of them is a coursework. So that you can write your coursework, and then if you don't do well, you can always go for it and then improve upon that. And that helps you. Aim for distinction. If you are going for B.Tech, aim for distinction. And you can easily get a distinction because it's a more or less a coursework. They give the work to you, come and do it, spend time on it, and do it diligently. T-level. The popular T-level is health and social care. That one is very, very popular. But most of the schools are struggling with the other options of the T-level because of the practical nature. They struggle to get companies where the students will go to practice. The government, let me tell you the secret. The secret was that government was giving the money to the companies to train the children. Then he realized that they take the money, but they don't train them. So he now brings the money back to college. And then for the college to what? To train the children. But guess what? The children must go for placement in those companies. And the companies are angry. So that you're taking away your money. But you want to bring them through the back door for work placement. It's not going to happen. So the students are struggling to get placement. That is the trouble of T-level now. That's the trouble of T-level now. But if your child is doing T-level, make sure you have friends or connections where you yourself will put your head forward to try and find work placement for them. It's a very good one, especially as I said, the health and social care one. Excellent. Because the hospitals are there, the students are able to go to walk through the hospitals and get easy placement. But the other areas, it's a challenge. HND, HNC, yes, there are also vocational routes you can use. And after that, you can always go to uni. And I will give you examples when I'm dealing with parents one. Yeah, parents one. You can go through the BTech as an adult and then also go to uni as well. Or access, which we'll talk about that later as well. So help your child. If he's not able to do the traditional A-level, there's a BTech that they can do as well, which is equally very good as well. Ask them to do well, aim for a distinction, and that will be good. Apprenticeship is now popular, isn't it? Very, very popular. But guess what? One of my level 4 students in apprenticeship said, you know, Sam, you do all the hard work, but they don't give you the money. You are working as a worker, but they don't pay you as a worker. And I said, yeah, but you are not paying tuition. Well, you can't have it all, isn't it? Yeah, because they give you a bit of money, but you think you are working like the other colleagues, so they should give you full pay. But they are not going to do that. So be prepared for that mindset. When you go through apprenticeship, you'll be doing the same work, but you'll be paying less. Be prepared for that. Until you finish your work or your study, then you can rub shoulders with the other guys. So earn while you learn. No university tuition fees, yes. Industrial experience and professional qualification. Because the company is paying for it. And so the only technicality is that because they are paying for it, they only pay to the level they need. So be mindful of that as well. Do you hear what I said? I said they are paying for it. So they only pay up to the level they need, not you. You need. So if it's level 1 and 2 they need in their company, that's how much they're going to pay for you to study. When you finish, that's all they want. They will keep you there and pay you according to that level. But maybe you wanted to go a bit higher. They are not ready for that. Because they took you in and they give you that money and they are paying for that tuition based upon what they need. So you must be mindful of which one you are applying for and what is the company's policy. How can you develop yourself? Ask all those questions. Don't just sign for any apprenticeship. So ask those questions. How you can develop as you move through that. Have they got that there for you to improve yourself? Okay, so we have intermediate, advanced, or higher, and degree apprenticeship. So if you are going for apprenticeship, that should be your ultimate. I want to do degree apprenticeship one day. All right? I want to do degree apprenticeship one day. So work step by step, and move your way up to where you belong one day. Apprenticeship is good, so go for it when that is another option you are looking at. Career planning. The questions I want to ask yourselves are, as a young man, what am I good at? What do I enjoy? What jobs are growing? And what qualification do I need? Do you need what jobs are in there? You know, we used to watch a television and they were doing this investigative, blah, 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 blah. And they were doing this one. You know these guys, when there's something here, some guys will come and take some samples. What is the course name? Forensic science. And all of a sudden, every child wanted to do forensic science. For almost 4 to 5 years, everybody was going to uni to do forensic science. I said, but have you asked the job market? Do you have that many jobs like that there? Because they were watching it on TV, everybody was going to do forensic science. But there are few jobs for that. There are few, and because you have selected a particular area, if you don't get job in that area, it becomes difficult. And you struggle to what? To change, unless you go for a change of career. So be mindful of which jobs or career pathway you are choosing. Are there jobs in that area? Are there jobs in that area? Okay, where do I want to live? And I always ask my students this question. Where do you see yourself living for the next 10 years? Are you going to Africa? If you are going to Africa, forensic science is not for you. Ghana, where forensic science no. So you need to know where you are going to live. Because it matters a lot where you want to spend some of your time for the next 10 or 15 years. So that you look at the jobs in that environment and you go for the career pathway along that. It's very, very important. Do you want to live in Canada? Do you want to live in US? Do you want to live in UK? And then also, if you're a lady, do you want to be a family woman? Or you want to be a career woman? Because there are some jobs which become difficult to be a family woman and do those jobs. You know that? Yes, some companies, they will take you on. As soon as you see giving 1 baby, 2 babies, they are tired of you. They are tired of you already. So look at that idea as well. Do you want to be a family woman or you want to be a career woman? I'll give you one example. There was an Asian student I had in my tutor group. He said, Sam, I want to do medicine. I said, no problem. I will send you to go and do placement and then come and give me a feedback. She went for placement. She came back. He said, Sam, I don't want to do medicine. I said, why? He said, there's too much. I want to be a family woman. I don't think I'll have time for my family. I said, okay, that's fine. It's good you went there to see and then had a chat with people in the area. Now, where do you want to be? I still want to be in the health sector. Okay, I sent her to town to a friend to go and do placement for pharmacy. She went, she came back after 1 week, said, yes, this is the job I want to do. She's now a pharmacist. And when you meet her, say, because of Sam, that is why I'm a pharmacist. She will tell you easily. She was working with Boot. She said, because of Sam, that's why I'm a pharmacist. She wants to have a family. And in pharmacy, she can maneuver. She can do just look on. Yeah? Anytime she is ready, she sign up. She come and work. If she doesn't want to work, she go and take care of her children off the register. So she has that flexibility to take care of her family. So know where you want to be, where your career is going to take you. Okay, quickly. Skills universities want. If you want to go to the academic route to uni, then universities are looking for independent learning, critical thinking. So if you are not ready to think for yourself and critical assess things, don't go there. Time management, leadership, because there's no house master. To ring bell for assembly, you have to manage your time. All right? Leadership, communication, research skills. Now, you know, some universities have now started testing people's research with AI to see if you have been copying. Yeah, so be mindful. Yeah, those who are uni, be mindful now. There's a Cambridge research professor. Have you read it in the news? One of the Cambridge high lecturers, they said almost about 60% of her research was AI. Yeah. It was one of the newspapers in UK tested her research. You know, when you finish, your research is out there, anybody can read it. And the newspaper tested her research with AI, and they saw about 60% were AI stuff. The guy is in trouble. Deep trouble. So you must be careful. What do employers want? If you are going to through the vocational route, or even when you finish university, what skills do employers want? Please, my nephews, they want teamwork. Yeah, you should be able to work with others, cooperate, talk to one another, adaptability. Can you adapt to all conditions? Yes? Are you digital literate? If not, I know you are on it, isn't it? The children, yeah. They can talk to you as they are typing even. Sometimes I wonder how they do it. Problem solving, professionalism, initiative, resilience. These our black children are very well on that. The white people, when you ask them to stand in front of you, they start shaking. That's why this morning somebody was, Rita. Yes. He said that when our children stand in front of us to do something, it's preparing them for their career. It really, really helps. One of my students, you know, I was told that I shouldn't ask her a question. I'm talking an A-level student. I shouldn't ask her a question. Yeah. You are students like that. You don't ask them questions. They come with their own. Before they come, their profile has been sent to you. This student, you don't ask them question. And she will come to the class, just sit in front like that. As soon as the class finishes, she's gone. So, what is going on in this child's life? A nice girl, 18 years girl, we don't ask her a question. She failed in the first year. I said, no way. I'll overrule this profile. So I started talking to the girl. You know what? By the time she finished, she has to repeat one more year. By the time she finished 2 years, this girl can stand in front of the class and do presentation. One day I called her dad in. The dad came. I told her, you know, your child can do presentation. What? Mom needs to know. I said, yes, she can do a presentation. She can stand in front of the whole class and talk. The dad was shocked. So our children, we should motivate them to start talking. And then, because one day they're going to be leaders somewhere. Either in their own family, in their job places, prepare them for that. Because school doesn't prepare them for that. What's an opponent because you fear answer and your old school answer. Niemani be also uthrow mo fie. Niemani be you free asori so ha. On be jina no mo kan mo Bible test, isn't it? Nipa ni mu jina ne kasa na osua no. Ebua no madachi onu so betumi di akobo ne bra papa. But yesra mo mo ye na ye ma no intimi nsua sa de ni free asori so. Now, ask yourself, I've gone through that, I'm going this way. Yes. Okay, so how to excel if you are in year 12 and year 13? Please listen carefully. I said, attend all lessons. I know when you reach A level, they think they are okay now. So they think they can manage their own things, especially if they are in 6th form. Yay! 6th form is less than 2 years. Have you noticed that? How many of you are in A levels? 6th form. Yes, 1. Yay. Do you notice that it's not 2 years? You go in September, you finish in June, isn't it? So it's basically 1.5 years. If you take all the vacation from it, it's less than even 1.5 years. When I do that deduction for students, then they realize, it's not. I say, yes, that is how it is. Yeah, you come in September, 3 months, we are in December. Then you finish that. By June, long back, we finish. You come back in another September, see 3 months, break. Even before that, we have half term, 2 weeks in December, 2 weeks in Easter. Then we have another 1 week, half term as well. So by the time we finish year 1, about 6 weeks were holidays. Then you have add the summer to it. Can you imagine that? So first year, about 4 or 5 months gone. Nothing. And you do the same thing for second year. So you are not going for 2 years. Basically, you're going for 1 year, 2 months. That's how you have the contact with your teacher. So you have to prepare. A-level is so quick. You need to start sitting down. So the question is, attend all lessons. If you have attendance of 80%, what it means is that you have mixed 2 lessons every 2 weeks. Ask your teacher and see your attendance. If you have attendance which is below 90, don't go for that. Make sure your attendance is 90 or higher all the time. 90 or higher. And you will notice that if you missed 2 or 3 lessons, you see how the class has gone quicker than you. Then you begin to struggle how to catch up. And because you are not able to catch up, it then begin to pile up. Then you begin to slow down. Oh, this one. Then 1 week goes. Because you are still waiting. They are not waiting for you. They are still going. So either you catch up or you then throw up your hands in the air. Can't what me. Oh, any results be a fan. So you have to be attending all lessons. Review your notes daily. Complete assignments early. Don't wait for last minute. For A level, you have no choice to practice past papers all the time. Yeah? Practice past papers. Check the masking scheme. And I told you about the examiner's report. Make sure you have read about 3 years examiner's report. You will be doing next year, 2027. So you should be reading 2026, 2025, 2025 examiner's report. I bet you, if you do all those 3, you will excel. You will get to know where all the questions that previous students were not able to answer well. And the examiners are likely to repeat those questions. Not word for word, but the same area, they will bring questions over there. And then practice more past papers. Practice more. You will see that if you do about 4 years past papers, you will see a trend in how they ask questions. Okay? So make sure you practice very well. Seek feedback. When you go to school, any test you do, ask the teacher for a feedback. Some that they will do class feedback, but ask them, I want one-on-one. Even if it's break time, go for one-on-one. 5 minutes, one-on-one, you and the teacher. Please, can I come and see you for one-on-one feedback? Yeah? Make sure you go for that. That is when they'll be able to tell you how to improve for the next test, or what went wrong and how to improve upon your areas. Does that make sense? Go for that. One-on-one feedback is very, very important. Improve on your mistakes. Don't be satisfied with what they have told you. How do I improve? Do I need to work extra questions? Check on the marking scheme he has given you. Do your corrections. Do similar questions. And then you move on from there. Yeah? Good. All right. I think I'm done with you guys. Final thought. Success is built through consistent effort. Yeah? Listen carefully. Those in the A-level, I said what? Success is built through what? Consistent effort. Not last-minute preparation. It doesn't work for A-level. Because there are a lot to cover. So consistent. Do a little at a time. And by the time it's exam time, you'll be happy. Okay? So start your revision now for the next year exam. Draw your own revision timetable. Make sure you do a little at a time. Work more past papers. Discuss. Do some questions. Go and show it to teacher. All right? Teacher, I've done these questions. Can you check for me? Yeah? They can't say go away. No. Every teacher loves such a student who brings some extra questions for them to check for them. Yeah? Good. All right. Okay, Mami Musa will ask for some more question. Any question for those in A level? 6-4. Any question? Okay, I'm watching them here. Okay. What's it? I'm gentle. Okay, so whilst I'm going to uncles and mummies, I want you to answer these 3 questions. Answer these questions for me. You can see it better here. When I finish, I'll come and see you. Now, create 5-year career plan. All right? From the next 5 years, what is your career plan? Okay? Draw 5 years career plan. That should cover education, work experience, skills, and the goals. I want you to take a picture. Take a picture. And then do that quick activity for me. I'll come back to you. Because the rest is going to go to uncles and mummies. So take a picture of that and then do this for me. That's your activity. You can do it as a group, that is fine, or one-on-one. So create 5-year career plan. That should cover education. So if we want to be maybe IT technician or whatever, what sort of education you want to have? Is there any experience, work experience? What are the skills required? And what are your goals to achieve that? Okay? Can I go to the next one? You taking picture? Great. So make sure you do your activity. All right. Mama, no. I've been informed me about chow. Somebody they make me a GVC one. Because my way of asking for it, make me a GVC. Make me the amessimisi. Okay. No, they are my friend. Education for life. Education for life. You want to do a red book? So they are my friend. Yes, sir. You stay. Near the other day. Then this has stayed here. Yet the Batua Manaou. Yet the stay near Batua near Wajaho. Gabi. If I'm showing me some a Casaka carry. Now, and found the age. We remember examples. And found the age I won't. You know, Chrome and I may catch them for say. Ooh, Ninia. Obeys a sonte. Have you noticed that? Water bill. What is this? I cry water bill. Water bill, yes. So long as you will be a pipe, we will be a water bill. Your bills are always going up, but you need to make sure that your salary also goes up before you go on retirement. Because other than that, if you are collecting this basic pay, when you go on retirement, you are going to get basic retirement adjustment pay as well. And that time, it will be very difficult. So we need to do something whilst we have strength. And I'm going to talk to you through what we can do. So understand lifelong learning opportunities, explore career changes, learn funding options that are available, and develop a personal plan. that you need. Now look at this lady. She came from Burundi. No one take French. I don't want to work. I go French in the She came from Burundi. She arrived in this country in 2017. The same time Emmanuel Kroman also by 2017. Now she is a nurse. Cleaning. Mommy, besides all the challenges she was facing, one took French and in Mukasa, almost Swahili near the higher from go school. But she has been able to learn English and finish her nursing. Now let me show you this man too. How old is he? He 64. He has just finished his nursing. 64 years. So Ghana retirement job. Ghana retirement is 60 years. Ghana retirement is 64 years already. But he is 64. He has finished his degree in nursing. Who the Ukrainian friend was already 34. Why do you be 44? We were. Papa you 64. Well, man is 64 no. Man anka dem. Wako school we Nyame na dum otumi ya adwuma kra de evans wo nya adwuma 4 years nka ho. Ni sika oje na anim boko so kakra yesa. Boko so kakra. Opa afi wo ya kokra wo retirement no. Onye full time, obeye part time kakra. Da bi wa na ni gia na wo part time kakra ha. You say or career or certificate you can. And to what me are calling, I can do 1 hour here, 2 hours there. Or the situation along a cracker. No general retirement here there. As a good bottom. 64 years. Now where the money no? Money my branch away. A movie in the one I'm ready. Reading. Also in the Kumasi. Aha. Me train idea our Ghana. Yeah. Me train idea when I was teaching in Agona. Agona is the secondary school. That year, now I'm chemistry teacher. I free hoko until I'm the family of Kumasi. Now I'm part time. Me na me set you on exam. We were two no Chroma. We were two no landing Ghana. I say, hey, now they are there also. My house say, and I say, okay. Now we are dying. No chibas. And I say, crash it heavy. Bas it trade and farm over. Obi a me ma chere wa de pa de. We are science student. Now chibas wa house. And I was okay. And ye bese sashabre no. And nti me kopo school akwan ma. Oh, okay, sorry. Aha. So his story, and let me read one of the doctors in his department who said, Dr. Colin, head of the Wolverhampton School of Pharmacy, said, Israel's story shows what can be achieved through hard work and determination, and his drive to succeed in his ambition hardly really paid off. 10 good years. No need English and maths crowd chroma. When kakran, my English, my maths, my way, sa and then we practice for nearly 3 to 4 years now as a full pharmacist. I will know Juma. I will did home. Then I used to me, yes. What say? Ayo, you do questions now about Anna Dadanubia. So see where the affair was starting. Okay, Mumusan is saying, the question here saying, Anna or Kasamoti, head of the Overhampton School of Pharmacy said, Israel's story shows what can be achieved through hard work and determination. And his drive to succeed in his ambition hardly really came. 10 good years. You only English or math. No, you were going to question anyway. Okay. But have you seen the individual who wants to ask a question? Auntie Mary. Okay, ask her to speak. Can we hear her from home? Okay, Sister Mary.
Elder, thank you so much today. I could see that one is not functioning well too, but I just want more project. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Auntie Mary.
Elder.
Now I didn't kati.
I just want to know about project set. I know it's part of bottom set, but how do you understand the case of people on the
That's what come bottom set. Project set. Oh. Mary, if I was sending money and her one, what did they kati? It's a two question here, but Esther or him, Esther, send the money, mommy, and I say, send them some, so my woman, the way my hair, you want my wife.
I have already done it, but they just don't want to ask.
They have the question, but they don't want to ask.
Yeah.
I don't know where is her. Some, we just want to question now. Project set. Project set is saying. Oh, okay. You know, even some where they take the story with the students and they do research and put them in some placement. Yeah. Okay. It's hard work. Oh, okay. You Auntie Mary, this will be one-on-one. Why? Mr. Opa, Jebeka Hansem. Okay, Madam CP. All right, and now your mouthful, Mr. Mo, mouthful story is beautiful one. Now, I'm from a place me example. And I pay, me buy here was Daddy Maria. Now I say, hey, where we here? Was me in our first class. Now I say, hallelujah. Now me ask you when you know. Now oba na ye di nkomo say ya be presentation bi na woni me di nkomo say person san ko school na say sa nyefe fankrata no bra ene ye sha say wiwum woni wo bre bi no kra nie ye di ko ha ni ya fly ha no mo de ba no osan ba ni yes wo mu say kakran ene wa wie ana mo say nyame say amen me ma mi auntie so no so wie da me bo Auntie, most more examples right? Yo, encourage you. Oh, Jado. Young Baba, your sister for. Auntie, we encourage. See, already, mommy, next time we fill in the form, no, the amano. Me fill it in town. Me feel it in town. That's how the okra work at this yapa. Do the over quantum. Why they? Mamma, any of you in town. Me pa chow. Me base me be catch no. Just where nurse where we over specialize. How the sika no. Also control with the open also be here. Me man go for me throw go ward way. We are be 2 years and no specialize. We do some me over catch no. We church room come on penyas in penifo no moti no. We church room. Good. And the mess sramo. The sramo penifo. Dia kwala ye ma no mo hwe ye. I was here bibi. Anya too late. Na meka aho asem bebre nti we de kakra me nya ne ntamtam. Show. Why continue your learning? I didn't know also okowanim. I didn't know also osua de ebio. Education can help you gain promotion. Until we be level awo mu adwuma mu mema scanning nya wo de. Sasika na omode ma wana no. Kai say niam bo be sa ya gini next year. The following year niam bo sa ya gini. And sasika na wo gini and by 10 years anso aniti awasa wutumi fa kwan bi so a wo so betumi ade akowanim. Education can change careers as well. You can move from one career pathway to another. So who say be awo no line no aye bi si basa change. We can akatese bi asam we Oxford. Wakoya adwuma Australia. She came back to college to do chemistry to go and do dentistry. What's your hand on person make? That's why we Oxford. Career change. It's nothing wrong with it. One who say be as say hand on person make the other girl, the other lady I taught her, no doctorate already in biomedical sciences. She came back to college to do chemistry, to go and do medicine. I said, okay, all right. Career change. They wanted it. They came back all the way to college to go and start afresh. And so it's never too late. Never too late. If you want a career change, you can do increase in earnings. Because somebody can, we see Kabako and him, Brow, Mosiano said, build confidence, start a business, support your children. Because who said you woman about a colonel de Bayano, on your Joe Srenum, grass, Srenum, who are Jews 150 pounds. That's there, and you have 50 pounds. Because what do we kind? One I can was at church room, no buafaso. And whom you also kind be. Kind of tears, you could jeep you are what me at church was a move. Because you have a command on the language and you know your right. You have read current affairs and what is going on in the country. So that we are always waiting at church. You are confident enough to stand in front of your GP or whoever and be able to express yourself. Learning has no age limit. There was another story behind a person with child, but we I want to degree, but many pass. Abruwa pon the abruwa poso. Why in degree? Minus of movie kaya. Last 2 weeks you abruwa poso be. We the first degree. Okay. Now bro, what do we cry? That's why when me and ya we at the Pia Bontene. Academic pathways. You would your own school them would cry over be at overshed. Come on, and see a gun and oh. I had a wood here. Uncle classroom da cry. You very be to English and math, oh dear bra. You very be to started. Would you me patience for not some papa. Who my frontier? Would you Abruabas, your college, your own wood dear for sunny, of English, of math. Over and touchlands, I was more you know when they come. But I mean, who you know me? Ghana for in particular, Mama. Functional skills, mass, we don't know more. We are getting no crown of one. Or quite functional skills. That's how you do. Functional skills classes. Functional skill classes. Yes, you go for the Miss Samo. Sikana Yenina. So take time and come. Would I go and say, yo, yeah, but the last time we had education program, how many years in it? I said 3 or? Oh, there's 3 any. You better sound like TV anymore. Fan say, you realize our program now, Casa Oka. Would I say, fancy now, Ocasa also Oka? Would I for any to say? What's my review? Why, yes, you swap 3 years now, as in a call. Young Coco. Obedi ayade. Obi say am fa anya hwe. Aha, anya hwe ntia kokwa. Obi di aye bibi. Wo se afie mi ensa foforo be sen aba. Wo hwe na sa ache hwa. No obi so di aye bibi na change no. Aha, ti mesra mo. Kwa ahuro ni access to higher education. Let's suppose say we GCSE. Aye, Ghana dey can say. Gabi SS and a senior high. The first we senior high and I even ninu akuma your friend say JSS. Let's assume so we JSS. Because we are senior high there, at least we ba no a. Omutumi ma okwan say e bia be 1 year fast track GCSE na ko A level. Because Ghana senior high no, most of the colleges, you know, I have one for A level direct. Mostly only on Banam the Omokoye assessment now. I want person for straight to A level. But we know say Ghana now we go university so. Normally I don't play out to her. Mama. Amen. Auntie, access no. That's it. And to be true roots no, you know, I said me banana can. I will say access. Let's assume so there. Why anya she I would say we are second. Everyone say we are junior high our Ghana and Waba. Yes. And we are intimidated say na me there junior high they don't met me our Ghana man go school base and fear junior and catch. Oba functional skills no. I want to do be here. We have functional skills ni we are. Na afei se nyame waduna no crowd me twa ne yie pa obetumi de no akoya access and this is also obetumi a GCSE you know maths and English you night one ho and the whole daytime ho na bia daytime wo ye wadwuma et night one e sha ase number 6 wo hu za o mba every evening o ebi no twice in a week ebi no cry once in a week and once in a week or twice in a week wo di sa na afina so no akoya exams no nya certificate. And so when your exams that are free. So when your exams that are going to your mouth. So long as on krata no da hona emuyano. Sabi yes will be krata. E wa on krata wo di wadman e free aban untu ahwe. E tu nyanya maths and English ni wi a. Na fe access no. Access no me nya hwe nti access na me dia me kofa. Access no wetumi an no full time or part time. E difference say wo de wuni adaji nti be no part time 2 years. We are the full time there 1 year. Now, what happened? Tell me what you call baby. It means Sramo. Maybe I'm the crata be jina door now. Would you try? One sign I won't be. I would say, but what done on something? Access be out with me. Would you have in 2 years? Yeah, would you only have in 2 years? We are 2 years. When you be born now, well 2 years na best nko. No aji krata, now na okro. Now so akoya wodie. Sa okọ start foundation in degree a with me start here free. Foundation it say bia wo 4 years na be 3 years course. There 1 year na be kan ho. Sa also office wa promote na with me a straight degree no. Office wa promote na na with me starting in the foundation. All right? With me starting the foundation. Israel did full 2 or any 2 years access ni here okay the pharmacy to masters straight away and I didn't say what is also a bachelor's degree e bia why a degree that our Ghana course how you degree wo e bia say oba no person sesa no and so kwanya wo sa I wait me asesa no change of career now why there was sesa no now so be access kuro ya bi you access to so many destinations and you didn't know honam say access to this access to that say be a college way and no money access now go to another college ni be was so we access ni be online one say college ni be so we access ni online enti hwe de college a wo pesa wo kọ no mo ye de wo pesa wo ye no na so mo online one also distant learning na register we dey 2 years we dey on pass bia 1 year na bia entemtem ye 2 years when you better na na aba when you better na aba to mesra mo panifo mo ya ni nko obetumi aya to any level bia wo pe bia e bia wo busa se na ho sikasem so any ho ne manama your vocational side of it health and social care business accounting child care construction ni nyina or your technical side of it so say the technical side no omo pani papa especially plumbing sika ho akwayo friend no about 80 pounds. One year here, ha! One year she, what in the car of it now, 80 pounds. Was we also the show? No, so was on walk off with the hacker. I don't know if it's the hacker. I'll quite maybe official hacker. I say, okay, I didn't care 160, but I would have bet you 20. What you 140? Ah, so me crown of the question idea 140. Within that short time, I you 140, I will go to honor the economy. Or the quick cry. As more years, said Mr. said, more than I grab 140. I don't know this Calamano. And you might want to on the Hedgemano. What's here 140? Or best many time will feel. Watch it. I didn't say you see any boy and pay for you. Into me, some car. I was auntie. ABS, technical side of it is now, and also with me the access corner, Alco for hobby. Now, so I was saying, Juma, who bet me to add a DG man, I construction, plumbing, electrical installation, IT, cyber security, it would be our baby. Who's bet me a flexible way of learning. Options are already your evening classes or your weekend classes, which will not help you because of your Sabbath weekend classes and well. But evening classes, online, distance, part-time study, or blend. Blend in your video, or we are online. Not once a while, but face-to-face. And some of the colleges, yes, until we have 3 months online, maybe 1 or 2 days face-to-face. No, okay, career changes. There are so many career pathways. I want to be able to carry that. Some people go into teaching or healthcare or engineering or project management or finance, social care. A lot of transferable skills are to be now to be called this area about change of career. Financial support. Nyani na sese utua. Ebi o ha aban no beboa am wa tumi atua. Ebi ayeye kura wo de for student finance. So qualify nko ade a. Me say education any bo. It doesn't matter. The ebeju bi how de tua na obeto ka. Si eboda akra ye boka to ka mebo a. Aso ja betumi atom. Aso ye boka ekoto tenam. Asa ye insurance ka ho ana mebo a. Na de na wa mu a wona ho de on pese obo ho ka. Na ka kind of school de no word yo na school. Ha. Now what consider the other side of it? Education is never expensive. Ay idea will be the man wa obi antimi njim fru nsam da. Nobody can take it away from you. Ubedo kokofo ebetimi ahye. Ubedo ma hwesofo obeti agi. But when you are educated, obi en obetimi agi afru 70 possible student finance or advanced learner loans or employer sponsorship. Say you be na wo mu a na so mo possible sponsors obetimi di ko sua dia. Usu busabi. Nya holiday nkoana. Holiday Asamoah Samuel covered by Asamoah Samuel. Ghana for the enemy. That's all. I remember my own holiday now. The one holiday asono covered by on one in Sasha. What's that going to matter? I jawajo. Yeah, very secure card. I want my money now. We about to. Yes. Oh, I was here. You take it out now. So call rest me. I put on for the that you are. Yes, I'm going to do you. What is in the home make a crack? One young one for now. We are holiday young call. Or by tomorrow for about 9 o'clock. Or by our bread. Who made a cry? I can some Russell grand wolf. What I about 3 o'clock. What I enter. Also for I tell me uncle. I don't cry. I don't home. I ain't time to cry the wolf. Yes, you know. Let's take time for holidays. Why? She can't hold your chubby. We don't take it into my own, especially Europe. Say, with me, I'll be 100. With me, I'll be 60. Flights in America, you. Hey, cheap. And tomorrow, what you want me? With your own pay Europe, Yashi, go Wales, wild drive. Now, go Wales, hey, Obian, you come over visa. Would your wood now come? Visa, send me here, anyhow. What was our Scotland, sir? Visa, send me here. Why would me a drive? What cover? What was now for train? What for train? What call Jiwa home? What would you call travel lodge? Cheap one, if travel lodge. Who couldn't tell now? So I call Jiwa home. 3 days, 4 days. Now so back. Yes. Oh, yeah. Meet you say, but some you feel condition. Say, if you condition. Now, some party for was 100 here. But at least it's good. What's what could you home kakra? Now what are they? And y'all see travel lodge need be air conditioner meeting here. And you book na so air conditioner no head air condition room. Almost breakfast to come up. Na ja. O personal bet me akọ my holiday in. Now ko anim. But yen ko holiday. That's the bottom line. Let's take time for holiday. It's very important. Okay, Masamu Yawa Mpamcho. Your local authority support. Local authority support. When are you more local authority? Mami, so yet there are some scholarships for home. You may be anymore. Young share. One Musa, young country. My wife, when I see her, I will fear no about say, hey, my scholarship. Now, who can have scholarship? Almost scholarship here, ultimately some short courses. Or call online, who can have scholarship with a course free. I said, mommy, wait, hey. I didn't know, scan go. Why we are, I finished one, who you know, the amount. Who saw who you can hear the back for. Let me say, yeah, young connect and young career. Almost share. This is alcohol. Yes, we knew Penabuna for the initial woman. Oh, me muda. Auntie, woman, cancer website. Near have various scholars or modema. Almost short courses you are almost sponsor. Maybe to improve your skills and near there. Almost chaka. Oh, no, the amount. Only say she was in for almost production or company. How to cut down on waste. And the council was sponsoring it. And she got the money free of charge. And they sponsored it. You have to cut down on waste. Not quite university back. 3 months no away. I'm saying, hey, say yes, you can yes, you enemy. Let's look for all these various money. Say the your time ya soon. Your time na soon. Academic success. Successful adult learners ask for help. When you said, when you see how can see a no. Yes, hey, now media me then with me a Vienna, David Busamwa. Yenina Sani is at Anambwa. Yan Sandy Baku for trim. Unia, as soon as you are how Benton Busa, and what now here. Ask for help. Stay organized. Build support network. And to me, say, Papa, where shall I be there? Maybe I will be a chain. And two Busana, or with me a character, quite fast. Yes, sir. Assignment to be the nearby Hunuswa. Buso be no soon stretch room. That's why I Kakraka oko anim. Yes, sir. Build support network. When you see a mudu honey anyhow, keep learning consistently. Men tung money muntu because assignment only 2 hours last minute. I can 1 week near date that you have an hour. Yeah, nyansa. Kakrank. Not work when manage time effectively. I want to hear what you have. If you are an adult, now we'll come back to school. Time management is important. Because I know someone will fear our own managing, but you have to know when would you work. Would you be your work? Any Saudi or any baby also, let there be a time or so now on your work assignment. And to manage your time very, very, very well. Okay, I'm interested now with time now. So, media person boost I want to say, minimum of us if in my next step, where I am now, I hear that see a minute where you walk. Yes, where do I want to be in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years? Robots in the you. What one say? They say, order near one year the abroad from say, click and collect. Also, work for a robot to be able to come as someone near man. This week I was reading China for a robot to be a almost a chroma for houses almost to tar. Almost would a near man who click on robot in the near man near the go back near the Abeka. Nanny, but to be a crano. The old crowd now so go a trolley near the Abro of Fiano. Then robot as average said money. We need to start improving our skills. Near Queen, young Queen, my bedroom, Abandon me at Tenefie. What do you say? Elon Musk has said this thing. So very soon you have to stay home for us to pay you. What is our statement now making? Elon Musk. Was it very soon we will pay people to stay home? Now when he say we will pay people to stay home, what it means is that the you can't complain. Now I say Soviet Union Yes, will be out in Bajadia and Cody, but you share to Kosher. No one, dear, Yauna, Kaovis or Condor, and the end me from out. Now, the Adibama, or who to Hoso and the Adibama. He made that statement that we will ask people to stay home to be paid. And Chakra, because more advancement in technology is coming on. But ask yourself, where I am now, where do I want to be? What skills do I need? What training is available? When will I begin? Are you beginning next week? This year, September, you will admission, Mr. You are getting here. Begin in this September. Now, next September, no, we are 1 year. And to begin in this September. When? This September. This September, you are all started. My 17 year say every learner has multiple pathways to success. Academic, vocational, technical education all have equal values. One march to an individual goals. Success comes from informed decisions, consistent effort, and a willingness to keep learning. Careers are really linear. Many people change direction and continue developing throughout life. Finally, my inspiring quotations for you. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it what? Today. Tomorrow belongs to people who prepare for it what? Today. Second quotation. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. A little effort here, a little effort there, and the go anymore. And the man who reach will go. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. What is your decision? Are you making up your mind today? Okay, any questions so far? Any question? Okay, any question? Any question so far? Any question? Yes, Mama. Okay.
Uncle, I would like to say that it's like the topic was for those with the red books. What about those of us on COS and all those kind of, what is in for us? What can we do? And how do we improve on what we do?
Right. Yes, sir. Me catch them off my collar back me. Me say, and train my own young cratani in we are son why home baby. On say, fancy be a person me access. Me say me English in a man. Me say me mass in Yamano. Yes, sir. Your budget kakra, tia, never yet to her. And the crata no besono. Not near man kitten kitty also who you know why are we? And now whilst you're waiting, are there some skills to be able to me in Seattle? Because every minute, 7% require you find the end of your person, the end of your person. Papa, then I'll pass away. You're doing a case study. Mama, I want to go. Okay, Papa, then I also pass away. What do you know? You'll be a junior. Mama, then I'll pass away. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's all the end of the day. Ah. No, the point is, start looking for some of the college. They can change it for you. Where are they degree? When you be actually, what me work permit to cram. Did you also say go to FE jobs? FE jobs. FE jobs no. Now apply. Who apply? Moment yes, say. Who know situation anyway. Whether they can do it, accept you, because some of them will need qualification for teaching over here. They will take you and then allow you to do it for 1 year. What was that? How many of study organ, but not many teaching qualification. And me be course or high year. No, I'm two dinars. I'm study or how much maintain heavy. And we start to say FE jobs, FE jobs. Auntie, no more lending by then. Auntie, me yes, Santa, Miss Person, na Satan can be new say, and this me teaching qualification answer. Now I say, can me apply for job? No more ademeko. But me ameko year and 1 year as a student. Timisa could try. And 1 year. Me na me apply for job. Timi kwa around 0.5. Then you full time 0.5. Because those days, think we were ha. We timi 1 year for looking for job experience. And timi no. And the following year, me apply for we job. Me buy am catch am say, "Mbanjo me ni ayo, me ni work permit." My man can run work permit. On TV da. And I say, and also no apply me mo bi ada am say, "You know, na me ni work permit." Nti say mo amu ye bi na me call fee. Nti me ofie no mo san frɛ me say, "Memra no be ma me kratara me nkoje." And me buy nyame adom. Nti before me started job no was September. No much work permit na matter from March. From March, no more job. Then I apply to her and sign and start a job in September. We bet me in your college we are on Bejama. As social easily. So we young ko on Bejama. I could do yes, and it's our teacher. And young Bajo, we are hot, you know. So the one you're 3 years old. Because normally, they say, I don't know, but ask any good solicitor. And the perfect, and the solicitor may be able to tell you. Because I'm not sure if you have done by education, I'm about 2 hours. Any good solicitor will be able to tell you for that. Other than that, because it's a new work permit, they may ask you to do the 5 years on it. But ask for any good solicitor. So, Mami Esther. She is very good. She's very good. Ask her. She'll be able to tell you and give you the loopholes in it. Yeah? Okay. Any other question? Yeah, one payako. Yeah, one pay. Why have you?
Education and going into the mainstream education, which one would you advise we should go in?
No crapa, dear me. As soon as we are now, cry. Yes, sir. Me back home, madam for pay me catch them say. Charlie Kula mo ankola ni ankola bonny. Maybe I discern at the primary school or college. One I catch them you. And I meet master to form one TT one no be can secondary school. I can tiana years what man edin. Into the chrome and then na no chrome say secondary school for Jessica pa. But you man so edin pa. Upedi ana akọ grammar school. How the man more ye. Hon kwala obi anum tienti old school. But say saitoi and your bebre. I heard your adjumana edin pop. Me yonko bi okroma me beso me boniti. Na me study or college. Di nyina ti me best friend ni nyina ti fie baako. Oko anopani ye kwa adwuma na osu. Na say aden. I say you don't understand. But Martin think here. Me no fie fie adwuma ni ye kwa. No na no down. What's your job is this? I said, you don't understand. You know what are the fire I'm going to face this morning? Honestly speaking, some of the school is challenging. For me, I would say college will be good for you. Because college, most of the ladies now, only full time, only 0.5, 0.6, or 0.7. In college, you are allowed to do that. It's very flexible. You can do 0.5, you can do 0.6, or you can do 0.7. The officer and a college is from 9 to 5 p.m. David, which we are with Mr. now coffee. So time was soon ya time was soon better now. So the Ghana lecturers in university and the college here. But mainstream school here, 8 o'clock to this is 3:30. 3:30 is half an hour have a market with the end. What 1 hour 5 o'clock. And secondary school, that's how it is. The money is good. But it's challenging, and they are going to create one more culture. Doing a primary or college now, and up a nursery as well. Uno mutuni ma muya rams ni ya. All right, yeah. I think the college will be good. Why? I will advise you on that. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe my contribution kakra. Ede for near elder aka efa impening for what say your boy your home modern na ye develop your home personally. Yeah, your company ne your families adwuma na yes ye boa or mo ye support or with my schools meetings ne ade na abusia ba ko a ye support or mo no sabe maame ne nte brofo kasa ene nti no engita hodie bia oni school no no gise obi aka no ho no ne na akọ boni bi animo but school no contact ye say ye mran ye me support family because omo hu say ne ma nhada nkoye na ye call ye tena meetings no bi mu no ye hu say nipa na maame no a onte brofo kasa ne nti no ode no aka no ho no obeboa no ye hu say there was a lot of filtered information near prejudice. Thank you. It's in here was a school no epese no no de nedia ka ho ono no hu ne say oh ya bi before nti school ne yesay omu yesay eno no wo ho but yes this particular one ye hwemu no na entisa and nti no information na was awofo ni nya no mutimele boa wo mo ba no na enkoyie and into no, and this is omobano war year 2. Into Shemwa enka brofu bi or the betwitwa ne ho no dia boa ne ba no obefia reading here and there no enkoyie kra. Na ye ne na di ho komo say bi anko be start English I osi o na dwuma no ntino onyamre excuses but into no come appointments ne ba na wedding fie nson no ono na wode ne ka no ho omo sesen no ono no ka twi na ne ba na ye den a kire wo mu a kire professionals no enkosi da ben and there are opportunities wa ha kwanya bebre wa ha and into no mesra mo moma ye mo ye ho modern na ye take opportunities no na ye mfa improve ye ho and akakra make ka ho so ne say mo pese mo ne mo money school share ana say mo bisa o mo bibia na ne ma nkoyie with nkwala no na mo hu kwan a mo befa so ne school no enya nkita hodi a mo be hu ya ye beboa ye ni free ema obia inti mo amo aha na yesra mo ma ye mo se mo hia Samoa na okay
where the form free consultation. You have one pay.
Manika bebre anka me I wish anka course you make me enroll me ho akwa eba courses amaye nyina mostly nyina ho and I say make I say me we me catering me teacher di na ka sa na ba no say me nim say wo pa aduane pa but it's not good for you because I can't stand for long me tena se kakran so ama bre I say do chana my get day because the person can say I give be aka ho en nuane na ba se me ya me wu kra me sori aye enti me nya dan ana se mo be a restaurant bi ama me na my ya bo
and Ghana church near me restaurant bi ma na nyame oho kakra kranti ani papa Victor nka ho asem na tie be ye ntogwa na de bi restaurant bi o fie ha ma wa na nyame den sa ye nyina beto shells wo mu na de abie but a woman sorry near mom paye I'll come and I see your project activity work, yeah? After the lesson. Let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you so much once again for such a time as this, for us to come together, Father, and to discuss among ourselves holistic education. We know Jesus, by your grace, grew in wisdom, in stature, and had the favor of you, God, and mankind. Here we find ourselves in this country, and surely we know you have a reason for bringing us here. And in such a time as this, Who knew we were going to end up in Swindon? And even from here, we don't know where you are taking us, but you have all the plans in your hands. We commit every family and every individual here into your care. We pray that you, Lord, will open more avenues and opportunities for our families, our children, and us as individuals. Even if we don't know what to do, Lord, show us the way. Our prayer is that the next year by this time, when we meet again and we are discussing these matters, we'll be able to see a lot of improvement in individuals' lives. We pray that thou will be with us, direct us, and strengthen us, and give us the confidence to move forward. Because as children of you, Jesus Christ, we need to be the head, but not the tail. May you guide us and protect us. May you help us so that this incoming week will be another blessed one for us and all our families. In Jesus' name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen.